This is the Two Scrappy Chicks podcast where life is messy, the stories are real, and we dare to talk about it anyway.
Welcome back. Okay. Double lives of the suburban housewives, or is it suburban wives? I kind of screwed up the title last week. Double lives of suburban housewives. I think that's it. Okay. We'll just go with it. I'll make sure I have the title right. Okay. So, Macy and Tammy, were talking. They went up to, I guess, Tammy's room. The party was still going on and just saying how it ended the little group meeting. She's like, that was a lot. And that nobody wants to be fighting. And where do we go from here? So it's pretty much Bree and Megan that have the issue, and nobody wants to take sides. Okay, so then Bree comes in and she said she's frustrated. So yeah, there's that. So then, next, we learn more about Emily, the little redhead. She has four kids, and she says she cleans, she cooks, she cuts everyone's hair. They all eat dinner at the table every day. Nathan, her husband, when they met, he was her boss, and she said that he walked like a duck. I thought that was funny. And um, her husband has a snake business, 23 snakes, and he does a 9 to 5 job. I think he said retail, not sure. And they were talking about, Phil's party, and that she said the crowd was open. Um, like everyone there was like open to her and nice, and that other they have similar interests. They're stay-at-home moms that do adult content as well. And although Emily said she does not do nudity, she does fart content. I think she said weight content. She showed, she said one time somebody wanted her to lay an egg. And another one, she was bouncing on a balloon or something. So yeah, I guess people could have weird um fetishes. And I guess they call her the natural MILF. Oh, people asked to see her stretch marks. And yeah, weird. Okay. And she said Megan asked her to go to brunch. So that's nice, right? Okay. Tammy and Drew. Um, she's going to church. Drew does not want to go. And she said when they get back, the kids need to clean their rooms. Tammy's trying a new church because the last one, the pastor called her out of, what she's doing, the adult content, and pretty much kicked her out of the church. And oh God, he said something to her, called her. I'm trying to think. What did he say to her? Um, I don't know, something. uh, I guess he kind of shamed her. So she did not go back to that church. And Tammy's husband, Drew, does do content with her. Okay. So now we have Emily back at her house, and she's talking to Rhonda, her neighbor, and she says that they discuss gossip. And Rhonda's asking about the Corvette, and um, are you getting another vehicle? She says, no, we're gonna keep the Ram truck. And then her neighbor Rhonda goes, are you guys like secretly drug dealers? And she laughed and says, no. We're not. So I can imagine with this show coming out that they're friends, they're close friends that don't know, or like distant friends, or, you know, acquaintances, neighbors. Well, now they'll know. And hopefully none of them get like harassed, especially in the neighborhood, because that's just not right or fun. Okay. So Emily says when the kids go to school, she does her um, content. She has a locked chest in the bedroom, and that's where the props are. And she keeps it locked because she doesn't want the kids going in there. I guess she's got them thinking that's where presents go, so they can't see them. Okay. And why did I write that? Looked like it. Okay. I think she said she got 2K for walking like a chicken and then laid an egg. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next, um, we're back to Tammy, and she's with Jody. Jody is like a mom and a grandmother to her kids, and she was talking to her. They were in the church. This was after service. And she said, um, what was it? Jody said it to her. I don't understand how you would openly. Ugh. Oh, man. All right. Cannot. I don't know why I can't read this. I don't know. But let's just say this. Jody doesn't judge her and supports her. So, the, that's a good friend. Okay. So we're just gonna move on to brunch. Megan, Heather, Emily, and Macy. And Heather was saying she felt dragged into the drama at the barbecue and that it it's not like her problem pretty much. And then Macy was caught off guard with all of Emily's questions and uh, Emily was, apologized. She's like, I didn't go to the barbecue. I was invited, but she didn't go, and she just wanted to know what happened. You know, she was, girls trying to make friends, but Macy felt Emily was asking too many questions and like trying to fit in where she doesn't oh, how do I want to put it? I guess it was too much because Macy's very protective, and I guess it was too much. Here you got this newbie. There goes the mic. Here you got this newbie just trying to fit in, and I just think it just rubbed Macy the wrong way. And Bree and Megan's issue is between them and not the group, and they're hoping to move past it. And Macy told Emily, we are all close friends, and I feel like you are, um, you know, maybe like trying too hard kind of thing. And, I feel bad for Emily. She's like, I was just asking questions. So hopefully, they can give her some grace. So, um, the last part was Megan and Bree meeting up because it was time to talk. And oh, and the girls, like I said earlier, the girls when this comes out, which this TV show came out, the girls were fearing of losing friends and, other people when it comes out about them. And Tammy feels the most judged, because of the church issues. So now, Megan and Bree's meeting. Uh, Bree pretty much said to her, I feel, you know, it's hostile and the friendship, well, she said to Bree the friendship was over. And Bree is just like, okay, I don't know why, what happened. So Megan finally said it. I feel that you're the one that outed me. And that's where it ends. And they showed preview, and I'm thinking maybe she did, or I don't know, maybe it was one of the other two who were teachers that did. I don't know. So, of course, they ended on a cliffhanger. We'll find out next week if Bree is the one that threw Megan under the bus. Okay. Well, I mean, this is an interesting show. Like I said, I hope they're not getting any kind of backlash from like neighbors or, friends and family. I mean, if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. We are not to judge. All right. Till next time.
This is the Two Scrappy Chicks podcast where life is messy, the stories are real, and we dare to talk about it anyway.